Well, howdy ho guys, welcome back. Here we are building again, finally. It's just been a few days this time, not as long as the last one, but I had this city on my mind and I thought let's just jump in and have some fun. So we're kind of picking up where we basically last left off. And I just did a slight amount of off-camera building just to kind of try some stuff out. And most of it was kind of situated over here. I just put in a few side streets and some new lighting and some trees and that kind of stuff just for our magic roundabout area. And I fixed this whole connection point too. And I downloaded, I don't know if we saw them in the last episode or not. I think I maybe touched upon them. These like little 10 by 10 little center roundabout parks, which are just, free ploppable, and they're wonderful to use. So I put that in there, kind of fixed all the angles correctly for this. So we got a way in and out of the roundabout, way to bypass the roundabout, just in case, And yeah, I think this kind of works for traffic. There's not really a lot of traffic here anyway, so I'm not like, too worried about that. And speaking of roads and traffic, I downloaded a different road texture pack. I think I kind of like this one a little bit more definition in some of the, the medians and like that kind of stuff. So I think, yeah, we might use that. Let me know what your thoughts are. But yeah, I thought for this episode, maybe we could just kind of continue building over here to try and get our population up. Because all things considered, there's not a lot of people kind of living here. Yeah, I thought we just kind of go in that direction. And then possibly maybe sort of, we can maybe do another one of these highway interchanges, just kind of build upon this area here. Oh, and this was something kind of fun that I want to try too. I'm doing a live stream as well, so I'm working on a different city, or I live stream here and there now. And whenever I do, I work on a different city. And we built a magic roundabout in that city as well. And we actually got a tram network kind of going through it. So I'm tempted to put a tram track kind of going, just making its way through here. That could be kind of fun. Maybe coming from, say, underground, or we could do actually is upgrade this, make it into a bridge. Remember saying to possibly connect over to here, and then we can have the trams kind of go through, Oh yeah, we can even maybe stretch this into a, oh maybe yes, Lots of thoughts here. I like it. Okay, well let's start with that actually. Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's see how this kind of looks here. I don't really have the budget per se for a tram network just yet, but let's at least explore some options and just see what stuff starts looking like. So in order to go above this, without being too tastefully high, well, yeah, I think we could go a bit higher than that. This is why I was tempted to do a bridge, but it'd just be really cool to see, a tram just kind of front row and center, flying above the buildings here. So maybe 24 is enough? Oh gosh. Now I wonder if it's not really the height per se, or if it's really just the pillars. So we can turn the pillars off, turn off the zoning, turn off the bridge pillars. I think it's just the none. Sometimes it shows up as two nuns. Don't ask what I mean by that. Okay, so that'll go here. Right. Oh, yes. Oh, see, it does still give us that pillar in the center. That's not really what I was after, right? See? The pillar, even though it says none, is not the right one. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so I think... Am I just not... There was like a no... Oh, goodness. I feel like this has changed since the last time I saw it. Because I wanted none, right? Obviously. Oh, it's because... I don't know. Maybe because it's just elevated? I don't know. Okay, well, we'll try that. Maybe that's the key to it, and then we'll just turn off again our collisions here. But I think... Oh, yes, that's what I'm after. Very good. That was a little confusing. Okay, so now we want pillars back in. So we want defaults, and then defaults. Okay. Perfect. And then we're bringing this back down to the 12 heights. And then that'll go down to ground level. And hopefully that'll look kind of, sort of, yeah, actually that's exactly what we're after. And that's not too intrusive. I don't necessarily think this would be kind of a real life thing though. Like, would you really have this over, or would this be a bridge? Tough questions. I'm going to try doing this again, just so I can get a pillar in here. Perfect. Okay, let's go with it. Might not be totally conventional, but I still kind of like it. And really my thought process was just to kind of get a fun kind of view of the trams kind of going through the city. Okay, so that'll connect into here. This would then logically have to become a set of tram tracks as a roundabout. Or the other option is to have the trams go straight through, and then we kind of set up like a different set of lights or something. But I think because we're going to do trams, that's kind of nice looking. Trams kind of maybe hitting a few different avenues. We'll maybe set ourselves up for the roundabout like that option. But we can kind of, do something else somewhere else, right? Okie dokie. So let's get this. And oh, so this was based on, also you can kind of see the internal roads here. I did change some of them, and this was based on a suggestion from I think it's a bunch of penguins from the YouTube section. And basically the suggestion was to take out the median, and then that way the cars don't have to drive in, just to kind of do a loop, right? That way if you're leaving the building, you can just go left, or you know what I mean, right? Because obviously it's a left-hand drive, but it just saves you from having to, make unnecessary trips in. Okay, so I wanted to go this way and then out this way, so we're gonna have to connect over to here. And in the live stream when I did this, it really wasn't actually all that difficult, and it really didn't impede traffic too much either. So we're going this way, and then we go. Maybe it's convenient if I used this. And there we go. And then we're going back like this. And then we're just going out like that. And I believe that's all we did in the other one, because that should just be all that we, just go in, go that way, go through. The fun thing we could do is give ourselves an option to maybe leave two different ways. Why not, right? Let's do something crazy here. Okay. Now, again, let's go through this view. Okay, so you're coming in, you're going left, you're going to go this way, go over here now. The only thing is we're going to start crossing directions, So we're going to have to just be cautious of that. So hopefully we're not adding to too much traffic. Now, do we want to make the trams also be able to go... No, we'll have them take the long way. Like if they want to just go this way in and then out that way, they'll take the long way. There's no... I don't want them cutting across this way, for example, right? So we can upgrade that. Or do we want that? I don't know. I don't know. This is we're breaking new ground here. Okay, we'll try this, and then I think we'll monitor traffic. And we didn't create any traffic lights, I don't think, right? I think I saw one trying to come in, but then the game told it not to. All right, we're pioneers right here, guys, because this is pretty crazy what we're doing. But yeah, let's try it out. All right, so. I'm gonna do just a basic mini kind of tram network now, just through through our city. So we'll kind of let that just kind of grow, because I did zone it, and we have slight demand, so I think over time that will kind of pop up. So we are shifting gears a little bit here, just in order to get a small tram network kind of working through our city. And I mean, I would like to go through here. I just don't want to do too much damage to the roundabout pieces here. Like if I upgrade this, do we lose? No, we don't. Okay. So you can kind of see my general game plan here. And then now, because we're only going straight, what I'm going to do here is just have the trams go like this. And then you take out the traffic lights. And I think it's maybe by default, I don't know, but people seem to yield to the trams a little bit more than they do to other cars. So I don't normally run into problems when I do this, just to kind of let... I think in real life, though, what you'd have is probably like a transit priority signal, or like a yield sign that says, let the transit vehicles go first kind of thing. But we'll just kind of let that be our little, little test again, right? Okay, so we're going through here. And then by that same logic, we'll do the same thing over here. And we'll just take out these traffic lights. Excellent. Oop, I should be over on this one. So many things to click on sometimes. Alright. Now, this will make its way over here. Perfect. Probably guess where I'm going with this. All the way back up here. Excellent. And then I'm not going to do it now because I kind of want to just, you know, focus a little bit more on building versus just doing trams. But our next tram line will break up and over. We'll probably go down here. We'll maybe serve one of these zones. We'll kind of figure it out. But just to start things off, I want to do one little loop that just goes from, say, over here to, say, over here. Kind of just back and forth. And we don't really have the budget to do too many lines. That's also why we're not really, you know, going crazy right now. But I want to see a tram kind of roll through our city. I feel like that's a very, you know, UK kind of experience. I'm nervous about traffic here, though, because the other option we could do, and maybe you guys would be on board for this as well, actually. So we'll go to the highway. Or not highway, actually. We'll go back to the three. We'll go back to this. That flows a little bit better. You can just visually see. And I'm not using the highway road option, just so that people can still kind of cross and use the parking side. And then what I'm going to do is take the tram-only tracks, and we're going to go... Oh, we have to move our clinic. Almost got there. Okay, so that'll go over here. And we're on tram-only tracks, and we're going from here to here. And now, what we're doing is we are backing this up to a median. Perfect. And why don't we do grassy median, not grassy, tree median like that. And we'll do that, say, just for that part too, just so it like it looks a little bit nice, you know, kind of leaving. And then now that I actually see this, even though I said I wanted to steer away from doing a lot of them, I'm actually going to put a four-way intersection right here. Just for the sake of traffic. Maybe. Sometimes it's easier said than done, right? Oh, okay, that works. And we'll just do a little rezoning in here since we kind of disturbed these poor buildings. And get some more residents. Cool. That's kind of a fun little bypass, I think, right? And then turn off the traffic lights. And then, I mean, again, same kind of idea. It's a little bit of a test, right? We'll see if people do yield for the trams. If it does kind of create a little bit of a problem, what we'll do is we'll shift this and then connect to this intersection here. Because it looks like the bulk of the traffic when they come in are actually leaving and going out this avenue. I'm actually tempted to make that a little wider. I kind of like the look of that little tree line, right? Let's do it. Let's put the police station right there. That looks nice, right? Yeah, let's extend that a little bit further. I quite like that. That's very nice. Okay, so let's give ourselves some more zoning here. Same with the peoples. Cool. These power lines can probably move now, right? Just open up some more little zones here. Not many, but you know. Just enough. Now look at that. Now, I wonder if we maybe should do like a one-way kind of going through here. Just to kind of change the way... Oh yeah, maybe actually, yeah. Okay, so here, maybe you guys are on board with this as well. Check this out. So I remember before I said I didn't want to make that into a four-way interchange, just for the sake of, you know, trying to keep things into triangles and whatnot. But instead, what we could do maybe is a one-way that leaves and a one-way that leaves. And then, if you'll notice, our traffic light has now disappeared, and that should hopefully help, you know, just manage traffic a bit better, right? But this way, because most of the traffic that was coming into the city was spilling off into this, but you just get more options, right? I think that's for the best, so we'll kind of, you know, keep an eye on that. Okay, so sun back up, and then to close things off in terms of our tram on this side, we're going to need like a little loop, or like, you know, this is going to have to, you know, we could do that actually. And then just kind of build a neighborhood around those. Yeah, why not, right? And then just connect, say 32. Oh boy, is that even... That looks like, I don't, yeah, actually that looks like it's good enough. Okay, I'll do it, and then we can build, yeah, okay. Let's try this. I'm actually excited here. Okay, so let's make our depot. And I actually did not think this too far ahead because we don't really have a good spot per se for this, because these things are very loud, right? So we'll put that over here and keep that in mind, and then this can be like maybe an office business park or something, just to kind of, you know, help with the noise. I'm sure no residents will want to live here. Okay, so give these guys water, get them functioning, and let's just go for it. Okay, so just because it's our first line and it's going to be fairly simple, I'm going to... Oh, so my idea was to do one big loop, but we probably need two directions though, don't we? Okay, well, with that in mind, let's do ourselves a couple lines at least. Oh, I'm so silly, because you know what? It's a left-hand drive city. That makes perfect sense to me. I haven't done a tram network on a left-hand drive yet. That's so weird. My brain was having like total, like, what do you do here? We could put a stop right here. I don't, actually, yeah, why not, right? Because the pedestrians can walk, and then that way you're not really blocking road traffic. I would like to get a little bit more in the middle, but okay. Why not? And then we'll put that one, say, over here. I'm going to space that. That actually might be a little bit too far. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. Again, everything's kind of up for change, right? Okay, now we could just close this off like this, and just have one little internal line like this that we could eventually delete and expand on, right? And then we just do the opposite side, right? And these two kind of work as a little team. And then if we put another one, but then encourage line transferring, and that'll be, you know, I think pretty efficient. All right, so we have this little internal. This on its own doesn't really do enough, right? So what we need to do is create essentially the same kind of idea on this side. Oh, I did the exact same thing again. That's so silly. These old habits, you know, they die hard. Now, obviously, there's no one living here yet, but this just gives us room to kind of, you know, we're planning for the future. So we'll start doing some neighborhood zoning essentially immediately on those spots there. Okay, so we go in, and oh, right. I did it again because of the whole. Yep, you're a silly guy. Oopsies. Okay, so I guess we'll just upgrade the full. Yeah, we'll just do the whole experience like that. There we go. I can see my mistake now. Probably some of you maybe saw that as well. Okay, so this now goes... I'm not going to stop in the roundabout because that just doesn't seem logical to me, because that'll create, I think, traffic headaches. Stop on that side, though. I should stop like that. And then this is what I was talking about, the whole line sharing aspect, right? Now, I don't necessarily want our streetcar to do a full... I was kind of hoping to stop like this and then, you know, come back around type thing. This probably isn't close enough, though, to get people kind of, you know, doing the line sharing thing, right? So what I think we're going to instead do is have our streetcar just go slightly through this neighborhood. Just for funsies. And then now, where are we? There we go. So we're going to share on here, line share, come into this neighborhood, leave like such, hopefully, there we go, and then now go back and kind of follow the same path. Okay, perfect. Now, are we going to go this way and reconnect, or are we just going to go like that and just connect? I think we're going to end off just like that, to be honest with you. Yeah, just go like that, just for starters. Now, maybe not the best tram network, right, but... I was kind of eager to get something in here. Okay, so we'll change the colors of this. Now, I happen to be using assets, custom streetcar assets and tram assets from the city where I live in Toronto in Canada. So our vehicle fleets are kind of colored red. And these are our streetcars right here, actually. So I'm doing that just for like a whole nostalgia sake, right? And we're going to see a whole bunch of them until they kind of, you know, figure out their spacing. So I'll put the game on 3-speed. And just let that kind of work. And then for over in this back section, let's kind of stretch these neighborhoods kind of out. so that people actually, you know, use these streetcars. Or trams. I guess trams is more of a UK kind of thing to say. I think streetcars might be a North American kind of term. Okay, so we're just gonna do a few. We might kind of keep the general shape of this neighborhood alive. You know, with the whole just kind of circles and just kind of not grids, but you know, like what if we do something like this, right? Just some of these longer streets. The spacing is a little bit off, so let's kind of fix that. But that's kind of neat, though. Yeah, just something like that, right? And then maybe on this side we can do... Maybe this can curve. Yeah, so, I mean, it's pretty simple. Not too crazy. And then we can even do some smaller little... internal kind of networks like this. It just kind of follow the general shape like that, right? Come on, man. Hopefully. Alright, do this free form again. Like that, right? And then we kind of share the existing intersection points. Just kind of connect like that. There you go. Just some more options, you know? Or we could also have, it's just trying to think here. Not a lot of room for this. I was gonna do a few just kind of, you know, diagonal kind of streets like this, right? And maybe share a few of the previous intersections. And then maybe make that like a one-way just to kind of get rid of the traffic lights or whatever, right? Just kind of mix some of the shapes up, you know? And then I think eventually most of this will be eventually high density. I think that's kind of my game plan for this area. Okay, and probably need some commercial here as well. Like, when do we unlock the high density? It should be pretty soon, around 7,000 maybe, or 7,500. Oh, okay. We're getting there. I think it's possible. Okay, so water, probably an extension of our services is essentially in order as well. Let's bring the day back up here. And I do realize this does look a little bit, you know, chaotic, all these things, right? So maybe we can get rid of this one street, but... My idea is just to kind of use some side roads just so it'll be, you know, a little bit more efficient with just the overall zoning, right? Just get some more buildings in here. Okay, so schooling, we don't actually have anything over here, my goodness. Okay, so let's put a high school in. High school, elementary school, perfect. I'm gonna use the one with the church as well over here. Hopefully, sort of, maybe. Okay, you know what? Maybe we're changing this around. Maybe we're not really feeling these side streets. Yeah, I think that's probably better. And then, you know what we could even do is probably put like a park or something behind the church. Just something a little bit simpler, right? Yeah, a little bit of room there, right? That would work. Our own little parking, per se. And that goes like this. That goes across. And that goes in like that. Maybe we can move this over by one. No, not really, right? No, I don't think this is really the best park asset to use. Let's try this again here, guys. Different plan. So, church is in. Plaza is next door. Oh, yeah, even just that is much nicer, right? And then just for simplicity, even if we just throw in some trees behind. Just, even some of these simple ones, right? Maybe we can match some of the ones that are in the actual church itself. Oh yeah, that's nice. And actually, maybe there's some of those tall pines. Oh, these ones here. Cool. I like it. Alright. The population, it's moving. I don't know if we're going to be able to unlock the high density yet, though. At least within this episode, but we can still try it. I think if we put some more services in here, that'll probably get some more, you know, some more people. Okay, this is a nice tall building. This hospital here, actually, I really like this. Oh, does that work? It does, because it'd be nice to get, yeah, a few tall buildings over here. Especially since we're going to be doing some, you know, higher density eventually. Now, instead of being residential like this, maybe we can just put like a walking path with some trees and, you know, like that kind of stuff through here. Okay, so that can just go like that. And it would be nice for that to go a little bit closer. Maybe take off our snappers here. Oh yes. And then I want that just to kind of go from, you know, here to here. Cool. Actually, that's pretty much bang on what we were after. And now, yeah, it's just some more trees. Trusty trees. Kind of fill in the old spots here. Oh yes, this is very nice. And then I think we'll just need some, you know, just the rest of the, you know, death care and hospital, or not hospital, then fire and police. I think we're okay for this neighborhood. Actually, I kind of like this. It's a nice big building too. Kind of works well with the that high school close by. There you go, right? It's kind of fun. I like it indeed. It does look like we're having some issues with garbage over on this side. We are kind of low on money, so we don't really have enough money here for too much, right? Oh, right, we haven't even unlocked our generic incinerators. That's right. Oh, I remember that whole. Oh yes, of course. I was trying to suppress it apparently. All those bad memories of trying to figure out the garbage from before. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, how are things with the trams going through here? That's not too bad, right? Actually, I kind of like that. It's fun. I like seeing those. And then what we'll probably have to do is maybe modify this line so that we get both sides of this street kind of being used. Or maybe a separate line that just kind of goes through, you know, through here. But then just for fun, for starters, you know, just to get people kind of going from one side to the other. Now, I don't think this overhead bridge is too intrusive just in the whole, you know, the whole grand scheme here. And then, because like I honestly just love doing this, if we entirely encase this kind of like Cloverfield kind of exchange here in trees, I think that'll look really, really nice, just with a combination of the bridge going over top and all the cars going through and just all the infrastructure meeting kind of, you know, kind of nature kind of feeling. So let's do a base of these kind of little fun kind of, you know, darker. Actually, they're really good mix of trees. I shouldn't say darker. Nice little bouncy fun color too. These are just different sizes of them. Because I find the best way for, you know, doing a nice little vibrant forest is just variety. Because you can kind of see, I'm just really clicking any old which way, right? You can hear my finger going nuts on the clicker, right? So there's not really that, you know, not really a rocket science kind of approach here. But it just adds such a nice little bit of, you know, extra. And if you're the type that wants to make like a perfectly, you know, uniform, just like, you know, 15 trees on each side and a perfect little circle, or like, you know, little circles in here, like totally go for that too. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to do for, you know, the sake of time, right? And you could even see, right, we're not even done doing this yet, and just look at the difference that makes. Very nice, right? But you kind of see over here, right, it's the variety that kind of makes it look a little bit more real. And because over here we're using even more variety, arguably it should be even more real, right? So hopefully that's what we're going for. I like just mixing up trees. I'm a big tree fanatic. I think, you know, cities that have kind of, you know, that city built around a forest kind of feel, I really like that. Clean air, you know, nice shade in the summer, that kind of thing. All good stuff. Right, so it's kind of fun. And if we wanted to, we could even put walking paths through here. We could put those rocks and everything in through here. Just kind of make it a little bit more, you know, beef it up a bit more. But I think it's pretty cool. I quite like our city. This is really, it's coming along very nicely. And it's a learning approach too, right? Because, you know, again, I'm not really from the UK, so I know some of this stuff hasn't been totally conventional, and I'm still trying to, like, you know, look at Google Maps and get kind of inspirations and ideas and stuff, but I think for the most part we're having fun with this, which is kind of the important thing, right? Okay, well, let's put in a few more services, and I think we're kind of catching, yeah, we're getting out of time here. Okay, so let's put in, I think, I have a UK one and then an old fire one. Just we'll put this one in just to kind of mix it up. And my goodness, we're just so low on money. Could be worse, though. Could be flat broke. I think we have enough just to kind of put in our last little bit of services. Okay, so interestingly enough, it really does look like this area could benefit from a bigger fire station. So this one has 15 engines. One has 6. So let's put, say, this in. Let's put that in actually right where it's kind of the worst. Let's say, maybe right in the thick of it, right? So right there. And then let's take this fire station out, and let's put that one over here, so we just get a little bit better coverage. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a good game plan, right? And then we can kind of fill this back in with some more factories. Cool, and then maybe actually some more factory space, just in case people kind of start demanding it. You have a little bit more room for growth. Yeah, just expand on that too. Now, do we have piping? We don't quite have it the whole way out, so there, that's that. And let's restart our day one more time here. You can kind of see in terms of fire coverage, like that's a better approach, right? Arguably, we could even fit a small little, you know, something over here as well. There we go. And then police, don't have too much money left. I think the $10,000 police, or the $12,000 one, the small one should be good. Or the 12,000, I call them credits in this game. Kind of works, right? There, just kind of put that on the big roundabout. This area is a series of just different types of roundabouts, you know? But it's fun, but we should start kind of breaking away a little bit from the circles. From the roundabouts, right? And then I think we'll kind of see how things go, but we do want to do another highway interchange. Maybe that can connect over here, and we can do like a diamond interchange just to spread things out a little bit more. And then that can just kind of go, and maybe this can kind of connect over here. We can build ourselves another roundabout. Like this can go over the highway, build a roundabout that makes a, you know, makes a connection point there. And then we can slowly start filling in the areas in between these kind of like, you know, avenues and stuff. And then we'll start doing more like UK style neighborhoods within. Because I'm noticing a little bit more, it depends on the city obviously, but I'm noticing a little bit of grids kind of like, you know, would be lost, or like, you know, not lost, but like grids would be done in like a circular kind of road area like here, right? So this would be closed off and that would be all just grids or something. But yeah, I don't know, slowly but surely, right? Okay guys, well I think we'll end off the episode here. Thanks for sticking with it. Really enjoyed this one. It's actually kind of fun. We're a little bit all over the place, but no, I'm happy the way it turned out. This area, it's really coming along nicely. And it's kind of fun to see the trams kind of making their way through here. And of course, as I say that, there are none, but here we go. Here's one. It's just fun, right? Yeah, this is cool. Definitely cool. Alright, well guys, I'm looking forward to reading the comments. Let me know your thoughts on everything. And yeah, until the next one, take care of yourselves. Wish you all the best.